But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up? And most people think I'm insane. Once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about just keeps you a prisoner of your own mind.
B&O, what you know, man, welcome back. We are back in the studio this week. Hopefully y'all looked at last week, man. We had a ball, man. Go Kansas City. Go Kansas City. Yo, Smooch lost a bet twice. Shout out to Smooch Wallace, man. Always, bro. Love always to my man Smooch Wallace. Before I get too far, because I always get too far.
Yo, V&O, what you know? I tell you what I know. Vanika Henderson of Heritage Real Estate is the top realtor in the Northwest Indiana region. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Vanika can and will accommodate all of your needs. Give her a call today at 219-525-4018. Also, you can check her out on all major social media platforms. Just search Heritage Real Estate. Please do not sit on this opportunity to work with the best. Contact her today, 219-525-4018.
And before I get too far, man, I always got to give a shout out to my guys over at Shop Talk 7. That's the hub, man. That's the hub. Everybody go through Shop Talk 7. They broadcast Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. And so does Dope Living TV Live, man. I got to give a shout out to my fellas over at Dope Living TV Live. Greg Gray, Marcy, Mo, Gina, Life Coach Jeff. It wouldn't be a V&O without Dope Living TV Live. Greg Gray is the dopest. That's why he named it Dope Living TV Live, man. Y'all check it out on Facebook. You can check it out on YouTube. Y'all, please go and subscribe right now. And also, while you're subscribing, please go and subscribe to my podcast. Don't just watch it. I need these followers on YouTube because I ain't paying YouTube a dime yet. Haven't paid them a dime. Every single follower I got is organic. So please, please, please. Cypher Sick, what's up, man? Yes. Please also go and subscribe on YouTube to Shop Talk 7, man. Hey, all the hot artists. I got Dominique Danielle sitting right in front of me. She been through Shop Talk 7. Y'all, please go and subscribe to them, man. That's my guys. That's my guys. And without further ado, Mrs. Office. What's up? How are you doing?
I am great.
Yes.
Great.
Y'all, so this is what happened, man. We were supposed to have a Doug off. We were supposed to have Doug Lake checking in. He making sure, man. Look, let me stay 10 feet back. Doug Lake checking in. Look, man, I missed you this week, but I'm kind of happy because we gonna fit you in. I gotta have you. I told him that I can't just do like a over the air interview. He said, "I'm so proud of you, honey." But I can't just do a non-sit down interview, bro. We have to do an interview where we sitting down. I can't do like this remote interview thing. I got to sit down. You got to be in studio, bro. I can't do that. You got to come in the studio. You got to sing for us. Dominique is gonna be here. You could bring all of the crew, whoever you want to bring. But I gotta sit down with you, man. I gotta sit down with you and have a conversation with you. But I'm so happy to have you. And you're not just a replacement. You are the it girl. Can you introduce yourself to the V&O?
I am Precious, aka Officer Cosby.
Hey, look, I have a love-hate relationship with the police. Like Like straight up.
Okay.
Straight up. But it's Black History Month, and I'm happy that we start. I got another officer friend that's an officer out in Munster. Shout out to my man, Officer Martin. I know he probably clicked in when he saw that I had another police officer out here. But shout out to you, man. And I'm gonna get you on here. He's Caucasian, and we always go back and forth about police and Black folks and the relationship. So it's good to have. But I'm happy to have you. You're not just an officer. What else are you? Who are you?
Well, I'm a mom. I'm an individual now. I'm Precious. I am that I am, which is my middle name is Isis, meaning I am that I am. I am a child of God.
Shut up.
So
shut up. God
that's
got me.
me.
Yeah. Shut up. That's dope. So your middle name means I am that I or I am.
I am.
I am. That's
Yes.
dope. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I look, I gotta tell you, the first thing that people notice about you, Doug, don't kill me, man. You are beautiful.
Thank
You are a knockout. I remember the first time I saw you was at the Versus, and you came in with Doug, and automatically, buddy that was sitting by me, he he went in like a hawk. he went in. And Doug was talking to somebody. He turned around. He's like, "Hey, man." He said you sitting too close.
The stories I can tell.
Look, I can, and I'm ready for it. That's what I'm here for. What spurred you to become a police officer? Like, what is it? And if you don't mind me asking, because I think this plays a part in it too. How old are you?
I am 37.
37 years old. And how old
Mm-hmm.
were you when you became a police officer?
36.
36.
Yeah,
36. At 36.
Mm-hmm.
What prompted you to want to do that?
So I went to school and got my.
Hold on, let me revise my question.
Okay.
What prompted you to want to go to Chicago, Chirac, and put your life on the line and become a police officer? All right.
So the first time I thought about being a police officer, this is going to be a bad story, so don't judge me.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. We're gonna put you on the Zoom cam.
I was about 9 years old.
Really?
And I had an auntie who used to shop. She's a shopaholic, like really bad shopper, still to this day. And she used to take me into like stores, them big stores like J.C. Penney's, Macy's, and
you stole something. You freaking thief.
I did. I was literally popping tags.
Yo.
Putting clothes under my clothes.
She was a little klepto.
I was. And then I got busted. And they took me to the back room. And I remember seeing this Black woman officer. Yeah. And she was trying to scold me. But I don't remember what she was saying. I just remember looking at her like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's so powerful. Yeah. I want to be like that.
Wow.
And then I remember fast forwarding to high school, and I used to stay in trouble. And it was this officer named Officer Aldridge. And she was another Black, tall, strong, beautiful woman. And I wanted to be like that.
Okay.
And then fast forward to me being grown, I used to get nervous when the police used to be behind me.
Yeah.
Always was clean. My license may have been suspended or something, but I used to get nervous, and I'm like, I want people to feel like that. I don't want to feel like that.
Right.
So then I went to college, and got my bachelor's in criminal justice. Okay. And then it went from there.
Okay. Well, how old were you when you went to college?
I graduated in 2020.
Okay. Oh, so everything is new for you.
Everything is new.
So let's backtrack a little bit. What do you think? Why were your dreams deferred? Is it because you became a mom before your
No, I was married for 10 years. I'm divorced now.
Wow, okay.
And once I started going to school and stuff, he didn't want me to be a police officer. He was like, no, I don't want you to. Yeah. I didn't want to worry about you at night. Yeah. So as soon as I decided to, get out of that situation, I went head first.
Were you broken about that, or did you mind it, or what?
I wasn't really broken because I was a pleaser. I wanted to make him happy. Yeah. So whatever made the household peaceful, I was willing to do.
Yeah, where's my hand clap thing? And shout out to women, man. Shout out to the real women out there that wanna please their man. But that's cool. And then you got the divorce, and then you decided, and then you just did everything.
I did. It was like boop, 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 boop. And that's how you know when it's of God.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I decided to leave the marriage, because I was a housewife.
Right. Oh, really?
For 10 years. I mean, I had jobs on and off, but I was one of those. I ain't got to take this. My man got 2 jobs.
Right.
So
I
was up out of there.
Right.
So I was practically a housewife, and I went to school, and I had a couple of businesses.
Yeah.
But once I decided to leave the situation, I remember driving like, Lord, what am I going to do with my life? Like literally praying, crying out like, God, I got to provide for my kids. I got to make something of myself.
Yeah.
And a police car drove past.
Really?
And I was like, oop. So then I Googled application for the police, and it opened that day. The same day it opened that day.
Well, okay, so like, why not Downers Grove or or even out here in Indiana, Sherrville, Crown Point? They be acting tough all the time, but they ain't doing nothing. Ain't nobody really doing nothing out in Crown Point. Shout out to the Crown Point Police Department.
So I have a sister who's the alderman of Inglewood.
Okay.
Now, don't be hating.
Okay, I'm not hating. I am from the suburbs.
And I'm born in Inglewood.
Yeah, really?
I love Chicago, and that's where I wanted to give my blessing to, because people need officers like me.
Doug gave the short version of the answer. Cause she crazy.
Look, it takes one to know one.
Right. Right. And so you love Chicago. I understand the love, you know what I mean? But I also know, yo, man, let me tell you a story. Things really, especially after 2020, things really broke open. And like, I remember like feeling somewhat safe on the red line, like driving downtown to work, and then like, just somewhat, you know what I mean? I could take it. Everybody know the safety zone of the red line. If you from out of town, don't go past 22nd. If you head south, don't go. I'm telling y'all, man, if you going to a Sox game, get off at 35th. Don't miss it. You getting robbed. Maybe Precious will be there to save you. Maybe not. But I'm saying though, like, don't, if either you taking it from 22nd and you going to 35th and you getting off. So it was cool from 22nd. If you going to a Cubs game, 22nd north, you was straight. Now if you go north of the Cubs stadium, I don't know. I think that's kind of iffy too. But so I was on the train, and this is after the pandemic, and it was just wildness just ensued, and just people was just, it was dope fiends, dope dealers, people smoking weed on the train. I was like, yo, and I hadn't taken the train in a while. I was like, yo, what's going on, man? Like, I come from Indiana. I can't have my gun out here. You know what I mean? So I'm just wide open, literally, pause. But I'm just saying, like, y'all got me wide open on the train. This dude had to be he's about 6'6", and he's standing there. He looking weird. He's smoking a Newport. He got his foot up on the train, on the seat. He's smoking a Newport, and he got on these short shorts. He got on this little shirt, and then he finished his cigarette. It's me. Let me go back. It's me. It's a lady sitting across from me, and it's a dude who let's just say he was a little feminine, you know what I mean? It was a dude. So I was like the only, I guess if they was somebody's gonna protect everybody, it's gonna be me, but they ain't even know. anyway, dude puts out the cigarette, and he reaches in his pants and pulls out a mask and puts it over his face. Reaches in his other pocket, and it wasn't the regular gloves people was using during the transition. My man pulled out like some serial killer like dish gloves and pulls them on, pops it. My heart dropped, and I was I gotta start moving forward. The lady sitting across from me, she looked at me, and I was like, look at me. You on your own. You on your own, homie. I got a whole life to live out here. I didn't ask for this. I'm just trying to get to the train going back to Indiana. He ended up walking. He just walked real fast passes, but like experiences like that, I think about like, you're short in stature. You're probably tall in courage, but you're short in stature. You're pretty. Like people, like cats like that, I just imagine they probably would want to take advantage of you. What has been your experience out here on these streets?
Truthfully, the criminals be trying to holler.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like
I would too.
when I pull them over, if they don't have no drugs or guns, I'll be like, I'm gonna give you a warning, get those licenses together, get that tail light fixed, and have a nice day. They be like, officer, can I get your? I'll be like, sir, have a nice day. I haven't experienced nobody trying to come at me. Nothing crazy. No.
Really? Are you prepared for that, or are
definitely
you?
am. I've been well trained. I can put a pressure point on you right now. And
really?
Just break down.
Really? Y'all might get a live demonstration later on. Maybe I might let her do it. Might.
Douglas, no.
Might. She said, oh, Doug, okay. Yeah, y'all playing Mr. Officer of Mrs. Officer at home. Okay. No, that's crazy. So you haven't had any. What do you feel when you have to stop somebody? Because my thing is this, like, I talk about police that I've been mistreated by, and I have, and it's crazy because I have been mistreated by officers. Most of them didn't look like me. One or two of them did, and it was over like some simple stop, and so. But I try to put myself in their place, and it's like you walking up on this car, you don't know me. I understand, like if I get to reaching, or so I try to do what I'm supposed to do, but I try to understand like your position that you're in. How do you feel when you have to make these stops in Chicago?
I'm not nervous or scared at all. I'm a worshiper. Before I go to work, after work, I'm listening to my praise and worship, asking God to protect me. But I do understand everybody haven't had a good experience with the police officers. But they see blue, but everyone is different. We're human. So I remember it was this one time we stopped a guy and he was very aggressive with us. And I was like, sir, what's going on? Why are you so angry? And he was like, because I don't with the police. Y'all be on bush, And I'm like, well, I'm not the police that you've been stopped at. Just calm down. We just need to run your license. And if everything's good, you'll be on your way. And as long as you respect people, they'll start to feel you out. They'll start to get, okay, she cool. And that's what happened. He apologized. He was like, I'm sorry, I just have had bad experience with the police, which is understandable because, everybody is not right, but all of us is not horrible. So,
how long have you've been have you been in a year?
No.
You haven't been in
I'm new to the streets. I just got out the academy in December.
So you brand new. So it's still opera. You still got some experience to have.
I got a lot of experience.
Yeah. What area are you in Chicago?
I'm in Inglewood.
You are in Inglewood.
The 7th district. Yeah. And that's like 63rd and Loomis.
Oh. Oh. Y'all Google this right now. You're going to have mad respect for her.
63rd,
mad respect.
59, Ashland, Racine.
Oh.
I'm in the hood.
You are.
It's not as bad as people think. Like, we do have a lot going on as far as mentals. It's a lot of mentals.
Yeah, that.
A lot of mentals, a lot of carjacking, but it's not as bad. And everybody that I work with be on their stuff. They are respectful to the people that's been my partners. They don't treat people wrong. They don't. They barely give tickets out, give warnings. Like, they show respect.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask you about next. Do you have multiple partners? How do they do that?
So since I'm fresh out, I got 3 cycles. So every cycle is like a training. I get an FTO, somebody that I'm riding with that trains.
You got to tell us these acronyms because I'm not.
FTO is a field training officer.
Okay.
So I just been working with 3 different people, and they've been like helping me along the way. Okay. So I've had 2 women and a male. Different shifts. I work the midnight and 2 morning shifts. The midnight was lit.
You wild with it. You wild with it. Look, I was working. I'm an iron worker by trade in Chicago. So I was doing the red line. And what's the stop? Let me see. After, was I on the 63rd stop? What stop of the red line is? There was a rallies, not a rallies. What do they call rallies now? Y'all don't know rallies. Checkers. Thank you. Yeah, it's a Checkers on this stop. 55th.
Yeah.
55th.
Yep. I know
Woo! 55th. I remember my first night. We was working overnight, and I look. Here's where I stand. Now you know where that Checkers is at, and you know where the train is at. I drove to Checkers. I didn't walk. Y'all can think what you want about me. I don't care. Ron is living. Living. I jumped in my car and I drove to Checkers. Anybody that don't know, it's like not even a half a block. I drove.
It's not.
It's across the street. I drove across the street to go to Checkers, and I walked in, and it was a Chicago police officer off duty. And this is a Friday night. And I looked at Buddy and I said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Man, this." Just like that, huh? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And I said, "Okay, man, it's cool, man. It's cool." I said, I know, because it's a lot of activity going down. But like you're doing a midnight shift. So you went through a Friday on midnight. Look, man. Friday night in Chicago in the hood on midnights. I worked there for about 3 months, and I saw some of the wildest stuff. I saw a dude running down the street with what looked like, it didn't look like an AR, it looked like an AK-47. He was running, just running. It's helicopters out. We trying to work, and I mean it like Buddy just running like this, like man, if this might accidentally go off, like I'm sitting on this tower trying to weld. I don't even want to flip my hood down, and it's wild. So, man, you have. I'm sure some other people have told you. You got my vote for the most courageous. You get the most courageous. You get the gold star, straight up for most courageous. Cause nah.
He said no.
He said, "Don't judge him. He was getting out the jail." Oh, that's Dominique. Dominique said, "Don't judge him." No, I'm judging because I'm no. Because that's how bad things happen. I'll be the one to get shot. I'm just trying to do my job. I'm just trying to do my job. So what is it like on a weekend for a newbie?
Let me see the worst thing I've experienced. Well, not worst, the most exciting thing. So they do a lot of
y'all hear this? She called it excitement.
Exciting. It's been exciting to me. Carjackings, right?
Yo.
And we had to. It was 2 Durangos fleeing, like they were gone.
Yeah.
And they had
two carjackings.
2 of them. Yeah. And they had the helicopters going. My partner driving, like I'm going.
She's spinning the block.
Yes,
like, literally.
We were going we'd be going like 80 miles per hour down a regular street. Yeah. And once we get to the Durangos where they had already popped out the car, ran into this big old building, and they were just gone. But outside, it was so many of us. And that's when I'll be like, dang, Precious, you really the police. Like, so many of us. We got the U.S. Marshals helicopter over my head, and I'm just like, God, I can't believe it's just so exciting to me.
It's surreal.
I just can't believe I'm doing
surreal.
this. But that's been one of the most exciting things.
Okay. And what's a normal day like?
A normal day is us, because now I have a girl FTO, real tiny. You think I'm tiny? Yeah. She's real tiny and pretty. Yeah. So I'm working the morning shift. Okay. So it's from 6 to 2.
Okay.
And we go to Starbucks. Yeah. She got a best friend that's in the district. Yeah. So we go sit and chat with her. We're just driving around. We may get a domestic call, but nothing too much. In Inglewood, it's really not that much going on. It's really not.
So I would like to say you've just experienced wintertime so far, right?
Right. that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I haven't experienced the summer.
Yeah.
So,
Are you looking? How do you feel about that?
So I haven't really seen like a shot victim bleeding out. I have had some dead on arrivals, like older people that's passed or someone that passed in their sleep. So I have had someone that got shot in the neck, but he was holding it, so I really didn't get to see the blood that night.
Yeah.
So, but I haven't really seen nothing crazy.
Do they prepare you? Like, how do they mentally prepare you for these things? I mean, it's almost like you got to have some type of special training.
Oh yeah, the academy. Yeah. Now that was the worst experience of my life.
Really?
Yes, it was worse
than
labor.
I'm gonna put you on the Zoom cam.
I hated the academy.
Really?
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
From the way they talk, because the thing is, police get mistreated by people on the street. So they have to like tear us down to build us up. They have to talk to us a certain way. The working out, all of the training, all of the videos, everything that we saw, I haven't got to see it yet in person, but it was horrifying. Like when I was scared coming out.
Really?
But being on the street, I'm like, oh, this ain't what it's been made up to be. But the academy was horrible.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And I'm not even trying to look. I'm not trying to scare you nothing, but I think you do realize what you walked into.
I do.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, like, how do you mentally prepare to see, somebody laying there shot dead, or how do you mentally prepare? I talked to a cop and he said that my dad had actually died. And so this was my first time. I actually sat downstairs and I was just kind of numb. I sat downstairs with my father and he was dead. And I was waiting for the coroner to arrive. And it was just, it was a weird experience. And so I'm the type of person I am, I automatically slip into empathetic mode.
Right.
And so I started talking to, this was in Gary. It was a Gary cop. And the other, while the what are they? Who is it? The coroners? It's not the actual coroners. It's like the funeral home, I think, that actually takes the body out. And rigor mortis is set in, and so like it was crazy. It was wild. Like thinking about it now, I don't even know how I did that. But I'm talking to the cop, and I'm like, man, how do you do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you come out on these calls? He's like, this. He's like, older people, like my father wasn't that much older, so it was still kind of traumatic because he was only like 60 something when he passed. And but he said he had a call where there was a baby.
Oh,
yeah. He said, and it was the call where he said all these people was living in the house. He said, and the mama had a child, didn't want it. Instead of going to take it, she put the baby inside of the couch. And so there's multiple people living in this house, just sitting on it. And he said he smelled his smell, and he said I've smelled dead bodies before. And he said, so I'm talking to them, and they talking to me like everything is normal. But he said, I know it's not normal. I don't want to alarm nobody because I don't know if anybody in here got a weapon. There's kids in the house. And so he said he went back. He left like nothing was wrong. And then I think he said he ended up going back, and they got everybody out of the house, and then they found out that this was a baby. He said, man, it messed me up.
Yeah.
He said it messed me up.
Too.
Yeah. So do you do therapy, or do they tell you guys like that you have to do therapy if you encounter things like this?
Yes, they have multiple resources for us
really?
If we encounter things like that.
Really? That's cool. That's cool to know.
Multiple.
I want to
take days off, whatever we need. They're very much supportive.
They are. Oh, so they do have like mental days and stuff like that?
Very much so.
Okay. This type of stuff is good to know, because when we have these encounters with the police, just human for your mind to go to the worst case scenario. So you thinking like they don't care about these people, so these dudes out here just acting like cowboys, and they mentally disturbed, and so you saying that those people that are mentally disturbed, it's kind of like their choice. It's their choice.
Some people don't believe in counseling, or a lot of people just hold it in or drink a lot. So Yeah, there's resources out here. They really, when I say the police department is a big family, like they come like it's no tomorrow.
Really?
For somebody, for each other. Yeah, it's like a family.
How do they, and I want you to answer this as truthfully as you possibly can, how do they, has there been talk about those dealings where there have been shootings where it might not have been justified?
So we get in trouble.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's this thing called COPA.
Okay.
And anything go wrong, you can talk to somebody wrong, cuss them out.
Yeah.
Those cameras that we have on, if those are reviewed and it's not put in the media that they're getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But we get in trouble for certain things, especially a shooting that is not valid. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can get days without pay.
Okay.
You're going under investigation, and 9 times out of 10, you're getting fired.
Really?
Yes.
Really? You know, and the crazy thing is, I really think that the media, especially us as minorities, I think the media tries to anger us. It's like the media, they highlight the worst possible things. So they highlight the cop that just went into the house and blah, there's 3 people dead and he got 2 days off paid.
No.
2 days paid leave.
That
and so
that's
what we think in our heads. And so I'm glad that you clearing all of this up. I mean, people really need to hear this. B&O, what you know, we are ordinary people with extraordinary stories.
It is. The media want to, they highlight what the bad cops.
Yeah.
But it's not true at all.
Look, this Darren, what was the somebody help me out, man. What was dude's name? Darren, that case where the cop shot the guy had a knife and he shot him like 9. I think he unloaded on him. Unloaded
in the street.
Yeah, in the street.
I've seen that in the academy.
Y'all had to go over that. See, this is great to know. Like, so it's not like they just act like it didn't happen. So you get into the academy and they're like, "What's shooting?" Get out there. So what do you talk about when it comes to that? Like, what do they? I mean, look, I don't. Again, you can be as truthful as you possibly can.
Yeah, because he shot him, and I believe he loaded back up and shot some more. Yeah, he's definitely not with us anymore.
Yeah, right. So they do highlight it as not like he did the right thing. They highlight it as okay.
Because it's different ways to handle it. We're not supposed to, after the person is not a threat anymore, no matter if you just seen him shooting, right? You run up on him and he put the gun down, hands up. You can't do anything to him.
Okay.
That's it. It doesn't, if he's not a threat, you can't do anything. You can't kick him, you can't punch him. You have to arrest him, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's very much so a lot of rules to it.
Really?
And if you don't abide by these rules, you put your own butt on the line.
Right. So when you put yourself on the line like that, are you putting your pension on the line? Like, are there levels to this where like
everything?
Really?
You can lose everything. It's people that's been on a job for years and they done smoked some weed and they're fired.
What?
They're losing everything.
That's bogus.
Hey,
look, man. Now let me go come sit in your seat. Now I'm gonna speak for the cops. Y'all bogus for that.
Look, rules are rules.
Yo,
so
I
if they'll fire you
understand.
for smoking some pot,
Yo,
what you think happened if you killing somebody unwarranted?
Yeah. I mean, but like you talking about you smoking on your own time. Like I done just seen all kinds of horrific things out here on the streets, and I want to
go have a drink.
Right.
Go have some counseling.
Right.
Relax. Go on a trip. Take a vacation. There's a lot of things you can do to relieve stress.
Yeah.
We don't do drugs.
She sound like McGruff the crime dog in this one.
Don't say no to drugs.
Don't do drugs, cops. And people too, I guess. I just, man, what do you really think about that? Like, do you next question. Because I just think, I mean, like, I want you to be able to speak freely. And the reason I'm asking is because, like weed is legal now in the streets of Chicago. So that's why I'm asking. I'm not saying, like, go and do a bump. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Man, work was wild today. Let me go.
I think that you should definitely not smoke any drugs while on duty, because
you
can, or even before, because you have to be alert, full alert, and you be dazing off, all kinds of stuff be happening. So I agree with the no drugs.
We got side commentary. Somebody that's sitting right here. How much weed can I get pulled over with and you not arrest me? How does that work? How does that work with we haven't even talked about you being a mom and how that. Listen, but we're gonna stay on this.
So with the weed, to somebody that does not smoke anymore, I don't know if she's asking this question. I don't know the exact amount, but what I do know is we don't give a damn about no weed.
Yeah.
We pull you over, we can ask. What I'm learning is we care about weapons,
right?
Warrants, real drugs, coke, crack, but weed is a ticket.
Yeah.
So we don't.
Have you seen these other have you seen other drugs out there? Because what I've been hearing that now it's not just crack no more that's running rampant in the community. It's
fentanyl.
Yeah.
I haven't ran into no fentanyl. Crack, yes.
Okay.
But no fentanyl. And that's kind of dangerous for even us.
Yeah, no doubt.
They showed us videos in academy where officers got a hold of some fentanyl, and he was just wrapping it up. Mm-hmm. And I guess it got into his nostrils and fell out. They had to give him the medicine that they stick up the nose. Narcan.
Really?
He was having a seizure.
Are you serious?
Just for inhaling it.
Because he probably dealing with it's not mixed. It's just pure.
It probably was pure.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Bad.
That's dangerous. So man, when you looking at all of this, I know you say it make you think twice. What do you think about it? What does Swoop say? Loud. Y'all pay no attention to Smooch Wallace. Loud. So y'all not. So hey man, that's good to know. So people that this is good to know, because when you put this information out here, because some people will want to hurt you over something they're not even gonna get in trouble about. Mm-mm. You know what I mean? You might get an out-of-stater and they ready to run and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and then you pull them over after they done ran and they done threw rocks at you or whatever, and you
and you about
bro, all you right? All you had was weed.
Boy, yeah, no.
Right? So it's good to know that nobody's getting hammered down in Chicago. In Chicago, now drive over to the great state of Indiana, you're going to jail. You can have a bazooka in your backseat of Indiana. You can have a loaded shotgun ready to rock and roll. But if you have a dime bag, you're going to jail.
A dime bag?
Oh yeah, in Indiana.
Wow.
Yeah, in Indiana they don't play that. They don't play that, but they allow you to protect yourself. How do you feel about regular citizens? Because I'm from Indiana, so I'm used to. My blood just through my blood runs, racism and republicanism, and I love it. I love the smell of Indiana. I'm used to it now. But I'm all for citizens being armed. What do you feel? Do you feel safer that your normal citizens aren't armed, or how do you feel about that?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. I want people to be able to protect themselves.
Yeah.
It's people out here carjacking armed. Mm-hmm. And I was just telling my sister the other day, she's concealed to carry. She has a gun, but she don't carry it on her.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dana.
Right.
Carry your gun.
Right.
It's dangerous out here, especially for beautiful women. They think you are, soft. Get your gun.
Yes.
Yes. And then we take precaution when we're pulling somebody out over. One of the first things we ask, do you have a CDL?
Okay.
And not a CDL.
Oh, yes. I know what you said. Yeah,
concealed to carry.
Yeah, concealed carry. Look, you have a friend here. Yeah, you have a friend, Nathan. Oh, here he said it's me, Nathan. At Precious. Hey, Nathan, thanks for joining us. Do you know if he's an officer, or do you know? No? Maybe somebody from back in the day? firefighter, maybe. Yeah. Said she'll remember you what she.
I can't see the picture.
I hate to call you out. Yeah, it is kind of hard to see. We got a monitor here in the studio, but so you do want people to be armed, and
I do. I think that's
right.
a good thing for people to be able to protect
if they
themselves.
go through the proper channels.
But you have to go through the proper channels, because you get pulled over with that gun and you don't have a concealed carry, you're going to jail.
What about if I'm from Indiana?
You're going to jail. You in Chicago?
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
And I have my concealed carry for Indiana in my car?
No, you have to you can't carry it.
Really?
You have to look through. I'm not sure.
Okay, because I was going to say,
different places you can carry.
Okay.
You have to. I'm not sure if Indiana can bring their gun.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
And this is, you know what? And here's the thing. I'm not knocking you, because how much did y'all have to, coming out of the academy? How much information did you have to retain at the same time you are trying to get the training, but then the amount of information that you have to retain of all these laws, and I'm sure you got a book that you could go through.
I definitely do. I wish I would have brought it.
Oh yeah,
it was a lot. I don't think it was enough time to retain everything.
And
it wasn't. I think it was too much PowerPoint and not enough hands-on.
Okay. So it is. So, but do you have to keep the book on you? Do you look it up?
Yes, I keep the book on me. We got an app called the Blue Bible that we can Google anything. Yeah. And it all comes up. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Should I even read? Who is this?
Oh, that's Cordero. Oh, Lord. Oh, Cordero, what are you doing?
No, Cordero, we trying to talk serious about
How did you even find this? Are you on my Instagram, Cordero? That's one of my friends from the academy.
Bro, he said, bro, mad disrespectful. We got side commentary. I gotta pull up, because this is my girl right here. She gonna come. I already told her she was coming. This is Nanette Music, man. Y'all check out. Hey, Nanette. That's look. He said, Pug put me on this. Now we having conversations.
Oh, Lord,
look, Cordero, look, go subscribe to the Views and Opinions while you coming on.
Cordero is a crazy man.
Y'all, let me take a break and let y'all know, man, that it's always popping here on the V&O. Y'all, please, there we go. Please go and subscribe to the Views and Opinions podcast, man. We always have interesting conversation. We always send out with some great people. We are ordinary people with extraordinary stories. No, we are ordinary people with extraordinary stories. Y'all, please, please, please. I need to see these numbers drop right quick, and then y'all come right back. But y'all go, please. I need these subscribers. I'm begging. You see that 10 million? That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get this check from YouTube. I got a long way to get this check from YouTube, and y'all might not think the V&O is popping, but it actually is, because I'm broadcasting on Facebook. I'm broadcasting on Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. I'm broadcasting on YouTube. Soon to be broadcasting on Apple Music and Spotify. And soon to also, they just added it. I'm soon to be broadcasting on Instagram also. But it's always interesting, man. And I'm not just saying this because this is my stuff. I'm saying it because it's not even about me. We get people like Officer Cosby here. I get people like Dominique Danielle that put on live music. I get people like coming soon, Doug O'Lake. I get people like my man Trosh coming on soon.
Look at that. You know Cordero.
Oh, really? Yeah. Look, Doug, I thought Doug was gone, and all of a sudden he popped back up because you get talking about.
He know Cordero.
Doug, should you be used to this, man? Look at your girl, man. She Mrs. Officer, Mrs. Officer. Like a cop car. No, but straight up, man. This is so good to me. I love having these conversations. So you keep your little book on you. Is there anything that you have to know, like right offhand? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you had to, like, you didn't have time to pull it out, like you had to get this arrest, or you had to or do they tell you about that?
It's two main things that we deal with, which is a VIN, which is a victim information notice, or a DIN, which is a domestic information notice. So it's basically a police report.
Okay.
So we have to have those on hands. We have to know what to say automatically when we're pulling somebody over. We definitely have to turn that camera on.
You have to actually physically turn it on?
Oh yeah, it's like a boop boop button and then a boop boop off. Yeah.
Which is, again, man, I'm an empath, so I got to put myself in your place. I mean, I forget my keys sometimes.
Yeah.
So like you got to think about it, like, and you could get in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble if we don't have that camera on.
Really?
Yes.
So did y'all have to do? How did they go about this in the academy? Like,
we didn't have the academy because we didn't have the camera. Did we have the camera?
If you got to remember, y'all ain't have it.
No, I don't think we did not have the camera where we were actually putting it on.
Straight up? Okay.
No.
Okay.
So I'm just now learning that.
Okay.
I'm just not learning it, but it's just when you do it so much, you automatically know.
You automatically know. Do y'all as partners? Do y'all remind each other?
Yes.
You get out the car, hey,
yes.
hit your camera, hit your camera.
Yeah.
And I ain't even.
Or turn your camera off. That's a big one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Turn it off because we be in the car after we done did what we did. We get in the car and we be talking.
Girl, did you see that crackhead?
Turn your camera off.
Right? Did you see him? And then he tried to talk to me too.
Yes.
I actually just saw, because I watch these videos on YouTube. Like that's almost my favorite thing to watch. It's kind of messed up, and I'm sorry that I do this, but I kind of like those videos where it's like, yeah, they got where the cops is like, but this one, I also try to remain objective, and like this one was kind of messed up because dude left his camera on, and they said some real messed up stuff. Like this girl, that's messed up. I'm sorry, it's messed up. This girl got hit and she flew like 50 feet. And I know I shouldn't be. I'm just morbid because I'm laughing about it because
like a car.
Yes, by a cop car. And the cop that wasn't even a part of it, he got in trouble because of the commentary. Of course, like somebody, I don't even know how it came out. I think it was like it had to be another cop that but it came out that like he was like, man, did you see how far she went? Stupid woman, women, they don't be paying attention anyway. After this girl just got hit and got knocked, she was gone. She was done. She was pieces. Oh. So yeah, and so he just got in trouble. So that is a big thing. Like you got to make sure that you turn that thing off. Yeah. What other? Let's go into you being a mom. What do you have? Is your oldest 17 or how many?
Yeah,
you're a boy mom.
Boy mom. I got a 17-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old who's about to be 3 in March. Oh. DJ, which his name is Deontay, Brenton, and King. Okay. But that King, the last, his name is King Hezekiah.
Really?
Oh Lord, they drive me crazy. But my oldest DJ, he grew up with me. Yeah. Hey cousin.
You gotta. Hey man, y'all get. Hey, I'm here too. Bogus to the
my 17-year-old is about to graduate, about to go on prom. He be driving my little truck. Really? He's a good kid. He's my saint of a kid.
What does he think about this, or how does he have any feelings about it? I know sometimes 17-year-old boys don't talk, so I imagine he does have some type of feeling about it.
He's very much so proud of me, but he tell me all the time, "Ma, you don't look like a police."
No, she don't.
You don't look like a police officer. And then all his friends, because they. Like,
oh God. I'll be like, arrest me.
They didn't let me, while I was in academy, they didn't let me practice the handcuff and breaking them down, flipping them over. Yeah, he was like my little test dummy. So,
these are his friends or him?
Him and the friends.
And his friends. They was
so like lined up.
Look, they enjoyed that. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
It'd be so bad.
Go ahead and say it.
DJ be looking at them like,
right, man, get out of my house.
Yeah, so he's very much so proud of me. Yeah. My 5-year-old be like, my mom is a superhero. Oh. That's what the daddy taught him. Like, Mom, you're a superhero. So that makes me feel good.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. What about your parents, brothers, sisters?
Oh, my mama is so proud. My family is so proud of me because I've came from a home mom to something so important.
Yeah.
So they're so proud of me.
Really?
And it makes me feel good because my dad is a preacher.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you was a bad kid. No, you were a horrible child.
I was. I was very much so horrible.
She went from a PK to a cop.
I was very bad.
This is her repentance as being a cop, because I know.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
I wasn't bad. Like, I never been arrested.
No. But we know, because PKs don't get arrested. They do a lot of things that could possibly get them arrested.
I definitely have.
Yeah.
But they're so proud.
That's
my mom
cool.
tell me all the time. I talk to her every day, and she just be like, "I can't believe it. You did it." Yeah. I'm like, "I know, Mom. Yeah. I thought I was gonna be just a housewife forever."
Did you see people? And I jump all around. I'm sorry. This is VNO because I always have questions from the answers to the questions. But did you see people, because you said I made it? Did you see people that didn't make it? Were there in the academy? Were there?
Oh yes, Lord. Yeah. We had a couple. It was.
Wait a minute.
So bad.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you just say a couple?
It was. I'm gonna tell you about 3 of them that was literally in my class.
Oh wow.
It was this one guy early on, maybe 2 months in. He went to a funeral and beat up somebody, and somebody recorded him and got his tattoo. He got kicked out. It was another one.
Thank God.
It was our assistant commander. The whole class knew he was a drunk.
What?
Like, we knew he was a drinker.
Yeah, yeah.
But he was cool as hell. He was so cool.
Yeah.
And a very inappropriate white guy. Yeah. But I liked him. His name was Holder.
Holder.
Yes. So Holder came to the academy drunk.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, before this day, we was getting smoked. Yeah. Smoked is somebody that got us in trouble and they working us out in the hallway.
Okay.
Front lean and resting, which is like in a push-up position, running around, squats, push-ups, sit-ups, anything you can imagine to kill us. Yeah. So he threw up.
Wait.
He threw up, and we looking like
he was doing this drunk?
Which is why he threw up.
Yeah.
So the next following week, maybe a couple of weeks later, he came to the academy. Wasted, right? Okay. Stumbling in. One of the sergeants like, "Come here."
So backtrack. He threw up, but didn't nobody, like, he threw up from...
No, because we thought he would.
You thought
they thought. We knew.
Y'all knew.
But from working out, because they was working us out that much. Like, it was that bad.
And when you say commander, he wasn't in a was he in some type of leadership position?
Leadership. He was the head of the class.
So why was he going through and doing this with y'all? Why was he running this stuff?
Because he was part of the class.
Oh, he was part of the class, but he was...
So they took like 2 of the recruits and made them like in charge of us. So if we needed anything, paperwork, or needed to be reminded of something, they will be the go-to.
Okay. How did he get put in charge? They just look at their attributes and...
So normally they'll take like people who was in the Army, the Marines. Okay. So I don't know if he was part of the military. He was. He used to be in the military. Okay. So they automatically get the leadership.
Got you. Okay. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I got questions. Yeah, he threw up, and now this next...
A couple of weeks, maybe a month later, he came in the academy stumbling. And one of the sergeants was like, "Come here. What's wrong with you?" And I guess he was slurring or whatever. They wanted him to do a breathalyzer. Yeah. This made it went viral on Instagram.
Are you serious?
Yes. He told the sergeant, "Fuck you, bro," and ran out. And ran out.
Yo.
Literally. And we was
wild,
like,
man.
Older.
Yo. out the building? Did he drive there?
Yes, he did.
Oh, no.
He ran out the building.
He needs to get some kind of points for getting there.
Yeah.
Did he get there on time at least?
No, he was late. He was late that day. No. And then there was another dude who wasn't in our class. He was in a couple of classes above us. He had failed the state test twice.
Okay.
And they caught him. You ready for this?
Hold on, let me put the Zoom cam on. Look at the camera. Tell her what he did.
They caught this man in the class. He's supposed to be in there studying. Mm-hmm. They caught him.
He missed me.
In there masturbating.
He was beating his meat. Come on, man.
I swear this is no lie.
Yo.
Yes.
What?
They did.
Did this go viral too?
No, I don't think that I don't think they let that out, so I hope I don't get in trouble for that. But yeah. And then someone else got fired because
you can't get in trouble for it because shout out to CPD for throwing out the meat beater. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all didn't let him get through, just slide through the class. No pause. Y'all didn't let him just put him through. They kicked him out. So you shouldn't get in trouble. He got kicked out.
He didn't get in trouble. He just got fired.
Yeah, he got fired. So why? Why did he wait till he got to the class? Did they get some type of explanation?
You could have went to the bathroom.
Right.
Right. So for my man, I'm like, this ain't the first time you did this. You've been up in here. And the crazy part is, the worst part about it, like, the academy has church every Friday. Like, we can leave out of class, no matter what class we in, and for 20 minutes,
Precious,
we can
he
go.
was beating his meat before church?
He used to be in church every Friday. That's how I knew who he was.
Oh, I thought you said he used to beat in church. He used to be in church.
He was in church every Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, man, maybe that's why he was there. Sometimes you're just trying to clean his soul up, trying to clean his act up. God help me.
So sad. I was sad about that one. And then another guy.
You was sad about it?
Yeah, because I liked him. He was cool. He was so cool. I didn't see that little demon on him. I didn't see it.
My man, let me tell you what people like that. Just like, look, people like that. He was waiting on. We wanted to get caught. He was waiting on somebody. Just the wrong person walked in. He was waiting for Precious to walk in because men are weird like that. Men will do some stupid stuff like that because in their mind you're gonna walk in and be like, ooh, but no, bro, you nasty.
It was sad.
Wow.
And then another guy got fired and this was right before we took the state. Yeah. So you done went 6 months.
Yeah.
He got caught working another job.
That's really?
Mm-hmm. In the academy, you can't work nothing but the academy.
Are you getting paid to? Mm-hmm. You are getting paid. Mm-hmm. Why can't you work another job?
Because they don't want you to get into any trouble or I think that's the main thing, to be getting into any kind of trouble.
Okay.
While you're
going through the academy. Yeah. So like they want you to go home.
All attention.
Yeah.
On them.
Okay, I got you.
Go home.
I got you.
Don't do anything that you're not supposed to do and come back, because it's a big thing. They invest in a lot of money into you.
Yeah. So, where is the academy at?
It's on Jackson.
Oh, so it's in the city. Mm-hmm. So y'all doing urban training. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Did you learn how to shoot and all of that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We did the range. We did a lot of weeks in the range.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So you have to, how proficient do you have to be?
I believe it was 80%.
Really?
I scored the 88.
Oh, hey, y'all did low key. Y'all know what she trying to say. Don't get caught slipping.
Yeah, my little seat.
Right. Oh, y'all okay? I thought y'all was carrying Glock. She got a SIG.
No, everybody can. It's a certain gun. It's a multiple choices you can have.
Oh,
we do have our choices. Like we can't have a. The gun that I had was a revolver at first.
Really?
So we can't.
Yeah, that police academy.
So we can't carry that, but
right.
I got a SIG.
Okay. Oh, nice. 9mm 45.
Mm-hmm.
Nine. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you ain't trying to put no hole in nobody like that. No. Okay.
I hopefully I'll never have to use it.
Yeah, hopefully so. So. That's the thing.
But I always got it with me.
She said I always. How does that work with y'all, like being off duty and stuff like that, and like you get a license or you get next question.
No, we did. What you mean?
Because you said you got it. I thought you were looking at me like, no, we don't get no license. He said, I told y'all she crazy.
We still got our concealed carry.
You do? So what's the process for that? He said, blink twice, you in trouble. Doug, let it out the bag. So you, while you're going through this, you simultaneously are going through the process of getting your concealed carry also, or do you?
In order to be in the academy, you have to have your FOID.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, did you have it before you went?
Yeah, I had the FOID and the conceal.
Okay.
I was already ready.
So you had to go through the process, and since you're a cop, can you tell us how we can go about doing this, or how people she about to tell you how to legally go about?
You can go and apply for a FOID without doing anything. You just go fill out the application and apply for it.
Okay.
But a concealed carry, you have to actually take a class. They have a lot of classes on Groupon which is what I did. Search concealed carry classes on Groupon. I believe I pay like maybe $75, and it's a 2-day class, 16 hours, 8 hours each day. The first day you do like PowerPoints. And then the second day you actually do the training, and you have to shoot a certain percent, and they teach you how to hold it, they teach you how to load it, and they teach you how to shoot it. So it's really easy. And they have the gun there for you, so you don't have to have a gun already. So I suggest that everyone that can, but you can't be a felon or have a violent record to get it. But I suggest that everybody get it to protect themselves, because as you know, these streets are very much so dangerous.
Yeah. Which I don't know. Like for me, and it's not up to you to change the laws. It's up to you to enforce the laws. But I just think it's kind of bogus. And that's y'all. Listen, hear me out. It's not up to the cops to change the laws. It's up to the cops to enforce the laws. It's up to us to change the laws. I think it's kind of bogus that if I'm a felon and because now you get a felony for what? You get a felony for drunk driving. You get a felony for a couple different things that don't happen to coincide with being a violent person, and you still can't protect yourself, which is kind of bogus.
Let me take that back, because I don't know if it's just any felon.
I think you're right. I believe that you're right.
I definitely know it's a violent crime.
It's violent crimes, yes, which is any violent crime.
Yeah.
But which also I think is kind of bogus, because you can possibly get into a domestic dispute like with your old lady, not really, and you just now you got this tag on you that you did a couple years ago. Again, it's not up to you to make the laws, it's up to you to enforce the laws. But I just think it's kind of messed up for it to be like that. Yo, before I get too far, Precious Cosby is not just, y'all look at her as just, she got her badge on. You look at her just a cop. She's not just your normal cop. She also she does great TikToks.
We know that the limelight always shines bright when it's in your face. I never wanna break your heart. When we together, girl, I'll fall apart. This is the life for me. I fucks with you heavily. Shawty, what we got severity. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah. Always on the side of you. They know I'ma ride for you. That's why it's ride or die, cause I love the shit out of you. I'm just saying.
She is a social media star.
Follow me on TikTok, y'all.
Yeah, follow her on TikTok. Also, man, that was Mr. Doug Lake.
It was.
That was, look, man, if I tell y'all.
He chose that TikTok.
Did he?
You chose that. I didn't
I chose that TikTok. I chose that TikTok because it was hot. And I kind of chose it too because, again, like I said, I love Doug Lake's music. And a lot of people here, like, a local Chicago artist, no, it's hot. Doug Lake is hot.
I agree.
He's a hot artist. So y'all go right now, download him on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. Doug, we went past Valentine's Day already, but do Valentine's Day over again. Listen to some Doug Lake. But that was hot. That was nice. That was nice. What is the police? The Chicago police do the Chicago police your social media? Or what's
Absolutely.
They do. So
it was certain things that we can't post or talk about, or like when it comes to talking bad about, of course, bad about police.
Yeah.
And a lot of the political things that goes on.
Okay.
They don't want us to be involved in it because,
yeah, you got to kind of remain,
we're part of the government.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, I mean, I don't see where Chicago wouldn't be a Democratic city, but so they don't really. If you happen to be a Republican, like you can't really go out there and say they don't let you openly support.
Yeah, no.
Really, that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild.
They definitely don't want us having guns and stuff.
right.
Smoking weed.
right.
I guess we can take shots. I don't know about drinking.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you
they
gotta
want us
remain.
to.
You gotta be able to remain like a person.
But they want us to remain professional too.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. We can't do anything that'll make the department look bad.
Yeah, yeah. Do you is Brandon Johnson like y'all boss? Is he like the boss of bosses? Is it like the president with the military, or
I don't know that man.
You know?
Well, I have not met him, so he's not my boss.
Right.
But he is like over
Chicago police, technically. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And who right now, I don't even know. What is even the title of the main police officer? I don't even know who's the main officer now. Do you know the main officer?
So in my district, we go we get orders from the sergeant and the lieutenant. And maybe the commander. But that's who we get orders from.
Right. That's who you get orders from, but who is like the main what do you call him? I forget the name of it, like the main Chicago cop. Like I know Eddie, what's his name? I forget his name. Like, you don't know. So
I don't know.
Okay. So it's not like they teach.
We talk about it. We teach. No.
Okay. So you know who your
sergeant is.
Okay, I got you. Mm-hmm. I got you. Do they ride y'all, or do y'all ever have to call him out to the streets to?
He comes to mostly everything. Domestics for sure. They have to come out for certain situations, like domestics. Definitely guns, drugs. They be there. Car crashes. We had a bad car crash today on 63rd and Ashland.
Okay.
So anything that's really serious, the sergeants be out there.
Really? Mm-hmm. So when people are asking for a supervisor, I want to talk to the supervisor.
They ask for the sergeant.
Mm-hmm. And most of the time he's coming out there.
He's coming anyway. Yeah.
Where does he have to go? So how many cops are out on a beat like during the day? Or I know it probably varies by.
It definitely varies, but it's 10 to 20.
Really? Mm-hmm. 10 to 20 cops or cars? 10 to 20. And that's just in one area.
I say cars.
Mm-hmm. Really?
But some work 9-9, which is alone.
Okay.
And then we got maybe 4 sergeants all out on the streets too.
Okay. That's, I'm glad you brought that up. And then we are going to bring it to a close as we have, man, easily. This has been a great hour, but we are over an hour right now. But, what about all of these? You just said a 9-9, and you got these as 157. We got a 187 on 22nd. You got to remember all these codes and stuff like that.
Yeah, really. The important one is a 10-1.
Okay, what's that?
Police down, emergency.
Ooh,
we need you.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
the most important one because when that happens, radio shut down. You only get to hear from that officer. Okay. When I say the whole district is coming, we all coming. Like we support each other. We're there for each other. We're a family.
Right.
And it'd be amazing to see. Like that's when you see cars flying. 80 miles per hour is probably a 10-1 where they think an officer is down or need help. Okay. So that's the most important one.
And it makes you feel safer. It does. It does. It make you feel safe. You know what? I cannot disagree with that. If I was in trouble and I'm out here by myself, I would want to know that somebody has my back.
They are coming. You hear 10-1. It's like we all just, no matter what, we will leave what we doing. If we got somebody pulled over, get in the car, go. We're going straight to that officer. They come quick too.
I'm laughing because I remember, and it's not, again, I'm kind of morbid, man. It's not that funny, but it's just me and my brother-in-law when I first got married, and I'm going through divorce now. So don't be up here, don't be popping on my show talking about how you trying to talk to me for 20 years. Yeah, for 20 years. And so like I'm going through the most terrible time of my life right now.
Now that's what you should have asked me about.
Yeah, the most hey
story.
Man, this is the V&O. We gonna get into that. I said I was about to shut it down, but maybe not. We don't have to. We don't have to. But yeah, I was when I first got married, I was 20, so I'm only 40. So of course, in order to be married for 20 years, I was a baby. Children? Yeah, I got all my kids are grown. I got a son and I got 2 daughters, and my youngest daughter's 19. Wow. I got a 19-year-old. I have a Haley, 20. Yeah,
Haley.
Haley is my baby. That's my middle daughter. Like that name. And then I got my son, who I love with all my heart. If you see this, I love you with all my heart. He is 20. I think he's about to be 22, 21. He just turned 21, so he's gonna be 22 this year. But yeah, those are my babies, and. Yeah, I got married when I was 20, but we was broke, 20-year-old. I was broke, so we was driving around. Look, there wasn't no rules, man. Like I got the money for it. I'm gonna take the plate off of this car, put it on this car. When I get it right. So we was always, and we was just broke, and we wasn't no criminals. We went to church. All we did was go to church. When I first got married, I just stayed in church. Like we was in church most days of the week. And but we just drive around bogus because we was like, well, we ain't got the money. We make it look like we good. So I remember we got pulled over one time. And my brother-in-law, this is like the 5th time in like 2 months. And they like the officer, it was in Gary. And the officer walked up and he was like, hey man, look, man, this he looked at us just almost with disappointment and like, you going to jail. Like, see, he just walked up like, yo, like, come on, man, this is a van. This plate came up for a Caprice Classic. Like this, you could at least try it. And so I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. I think this might be it. And so the cop came back, and he was like, go home. It was just a triple homicide. And I was like, dang, man, they letting people off like that, like But so that's back to what you were saying. Like, if you get pulled over and the officer's in trouble. You gone, huh? It don't matter. So, what if the person was driving drunk?
Well, we may. So with a DUI, we don't have to take you to jail.
Oh,
we can. We don't have to. It's only a couple of things we have to take you to jail for: a warrant or a gun. Pretty much,
really.
Yeah. And DUIs, we can make you get out the car. Someone have to come pick you up. You have to park the car. We don't have to, but they do.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Yeah. So
they do. That's wild. Yeah. That's wild.
DUIs are.
You talked about your Let's go take a little. Let's go. Hey man, if y'all not subscribed to the V&O, again, we gonna add some new people. Y'all please subscribe to the V&O, man. Go over to YouTube. You might be watching through Facebook. You might be watching. I don't care where you watching through, man. Go over to that YouTube channel and yeah, you heard the little click. Hit that button and hit the bell so you know when I go live. So when we do have great people like Miss Precious Cosby come on, Officer Precious Cosby come on, that you know when they coming. When we have Mr. Doug O'Lake and Trosh, I gotta talk back to Trosh, but Trosh is gonna be coming on here soon. Y'all go ahead and subscribe so y'all know when these people are coming on. You said something about divorce. So how did that affect you? Like as a person outside of being a cop and all of that, you was married for 10 years and I just kind of skipped over it. And I'm going through it myself, even though I think we are supposed to be separated, this type of stuff still, you was with somebody for that amount of time. How did that affect you? How did it go down?
Why ain't Auntie Marie calling me? I told her I was on laugh. Oh, it was so dreadful.
It was?
It was a really bad situation.
Who filed? Did you file?
He filed.
Oh! Man, that just totally breaks my little toxic theory that women always file for divorce. Yeah. Dang it.
He filed divorce on me. Yeah.
Really?
But I just had, let me first say, I I love being married.
Yeah.
I love the family.
Yeah.
I love taking care of my husband.
Yeah.
I love being taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, we came from being poor.
Yeah.
We didn't have no money.
Yeah.
To once we got married, it was like God just opened up a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, he who found a wife found a good thing and finds favor from the Lord.
Yeah.
So he automatically got a job. Then he got his own business.
Oh, snap.
So
y'all took it from the dirt.
Yeah, we took it from the dirt.
So let me, before you get too far, and you might just answer this question. Being a man, what was that slut's name? Go ahead. You can finish your story because I know being a man.
Keisha,
this only
Amy, Dee, Regina, Michelle, Atlanta, Idaho, Mississippi,
whole cities and states. Oh, man, no, go ahead. Finish your story. I just know as a man, I think we get comfortable. The only reason that you really gonna file for divorce is if like somebody women are just sorry, this is a toxic type, just horrible when it comes. They go ahead, divorce your wife. You don't need to be with her. Why you with her? They go ahead. You finish your story.
So we was doing well.
Yeah.
Well off, and he cheated.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the last straw for me. And because it was somebody I thought that was my friend since high school, and I was pregnant. She was married, and her husband had cancer.
Oh!
Yeah. So it was a bad thing. But then once I got like, you know what? I'm precious. I'm tired of this
For
shit.
real.
So I got into somebody's inbox. Yeah. Douglas's.
No.
And
Old Lake, baby.
When I say he was everything that I needed during that time, he really helped me heal. Yeah. And that's probably why I'm so addicted to him, because I know.
I seen y'all look at each other and the way he do. I seen you look at him, and then when my man tried to holler at you, you know what I'm saying? It was just.
I don't even remember that.
I do, because I was sitting right there, and Doug is just like, he just seemed like a happy-go-lucky, you know, like, I mean, he seemed like this whole personality, but like he was talking like, hey man, what's up? You know, he's talking to somebody else, and then all of a sudden he just boom, like he turned around like, hey man, she with me. Like I thought he was about to muff buddy.
If he said something wrong, he would have.
Yeah, because you look, y'all, if y'all never seen Precious walk into the club, you see the TikTok, she shut that mug down. Every man was like, yo, who is that? But yeah, he shut it down. But you could tell I love love. I really do. I love love. And so you could see like when I seen you there supporting him, you know what I mean? He up there doing his
number
thing.
One fan.
Yeah, and you supporting him. I know what love look like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's so dope that that you had somebody, that you found somebody in that situation.
He really helped me during that time. And when I say he gave back everything, because the ex-husband found out about Douglas, and he was a fight. I didn't know he had all of that in him, because me and Douglas went to high school together. He was like one of my crushes in high school. He's a little older than me. Okay. So I used to remember him walk past, and I'd be like, oh, there's Douglas. You know? And one time it was my birthday, and I was like, it's my birthday, Douglas. I was like 16.
I'm mad you call him Douglas.
And he got on his one knee and sung happy birthday to me. And I was like, oh. But he would never date me, because it's like I was a little girl.
Yeah.
But then fast forward to now, I finally got my crush.
Oh, so, that's cool.
That's cool. And he really protected me and defended me during that time. So
how long ago was your divorce?
I was going through a divorce for like 2 years.
What?
Mm-hmm. I literally just got divorced maybe 4 months ago.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. It was too long, because we had a big old house. We had things we was not getting along. Now we get along fine.
Really?
We don't have no problems. We co-parent very well. He support me when I have to work. He's a big support system when it comes to the kids. Yeah. So we don't have no problems. It just takes time. It took time. It took a lot of time, a lot of fighting, a lot of arguments. But he
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my ex-wife hates me, but I mean, because but I could tell there's some animosity towards me there. She would have to fully explain why.
What you do?
Should I say nothing? I can't sit here and say nothing, but let's just. I mean, it was a lot of misunderstanding and not communicating. It's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. And so it was a lot of messed up timelines and just things like that. And I felt like slighted when it came to like, cause I'm not a liar.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I didn't told you, or like I'm not good at lying. So I don't do it. You know what I mean? So he said, I'm out. Doug said, I'm out. He said, I'm glad you skipped it. Is he really? Why? Really? Oh, you mean with? Oh, did I say something? Oh, okay. Oh, no other. Oh. No, Doug, I'm not trying to get at you. I'm like, no, not at all, man. You still gotta come on the show, man. Don't be mad at me. No, but yeah, man, it's just after 20 years, it just after 20 years, everybody did something wrong. If you're a human being,
right.
If you're a human being, everybody's at fault. Everybody's at fault, and it takes a lot of communication. And I'm just working my way through it, through trying to remain respectful. You know what I mean? And with my babies, I don't want my babies to view their mother in this weird light. It's a lot of other peripherals that are involved, you know, with it. It's a lot of beliefs and systems and things that kind of I think attributed to it. But yeah, it's rough. It's rough, and I can only imagine that was rough.
It was really rough, but you get past it. You grow from it. You learn, and you'll be a better person once you're happy. Your kids will be happy, and she'll be happy too. It just takes time to get through it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. He said, "What you saying?" Got on her nerves. He back, Doug back. We got him, and get on her nerves at the same time. But that's, man, what a great story. But I mean, like, for you, this is why I do this show, because it's somebody going through this right now. You know, for me, it's a man going through, and for you, it might be a woman going through, and for you to just say all of that stuff that happened, you don't want to kill this Negro. No. Like that. I mean,
because once you get past the hurt and the I feel like people be acting crazy because they still in it. But once you get over the situation, you want, for me, I want you to be happy.
Yes, that's the way I feel.
And if you're happy, my kid's gonna be happy.
Yes.
So, and hopefully, I think he feel the same way about me. He wants me to be happy with whomever I'm with, as long as you know both of us happy. It's better for our babies. So, and we have to grow. These kids got to grow up in a healthy environment. Even though we're not together no more, don't mean they have to be.
It's a spider, yo. You did not talk about you a cop in Inglewood, and you just screamed from a spider.
I couldn't shoot it.
Right. I'm glad you didn't.
But it's all about the kids, though. That's the main focus for us, and we put everything in our kids. Then
so from the little ones all the way up, that's all. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we don't have no problems.
Really? That's dope. That's dope. And how does it work? Because this is like, I don't have to deal with this. I don't have little kids. I'm fixed, so I'm not having any more kids.
Oh Lord, not fixed.
You said you what?
You said fixed.
Cause I don't care. Yeah, dog. I don't even. What do you call it? I had a vasectomy. I always say fixed like I'm a puppy or something. But it's always a little different where you trying to, you know, mix in and you bringing in somebody from the outside. You know, shout out to Doug, man, for like coming in and like, I know, like, just, I don't want to say being a father, but just being that other person, you know, to kids. And you got a 2-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the king. That's what
yeah,
Douglas called
yeah,
him. The king.
yeah,
The king.
yeah.
And then we be on FaceTime, and the 2-year-old be seeing Douglas. He be like, "King." So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I came into a situation. He said, "Yes, we're a little family." He cool. That's cool, man. And shout out to you, bro, for doing that. I came into my wife at the time already had a son, but so when I say my 3 kids, that's my baby. His dad actually wasn't really around. You know what I mean? So he called me daddy. I raised him. He grew up. I love him. Like I only say that he's her son, not biologically my son, but that's my son.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that's my baby.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just it was a lot to it was weird. It was a lot to work through, you know, and I was 20 at the time. So that was kind of it was different. It was different, and it's even hard to explain. And so I know when I see another man that that comes into the life of a woman that already has kids, you got to be a special type of cat to be able to do it. Not even just to want to do it, to be able to do it.
Right.
So yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. We didn't win for an hour and a half now because we had to. You wanted to touch on it, so we had to talk about it because I'm trying to.
Because people going like you. I didn't think about it until you said you was going through a divorce too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're gonna get past it. It's going to
yeah.
be joyful at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
I've accomplished a lot since I've started that journey. So
really, yeah. I've I'm trying. I'm trying to. I'm kind of in limbo right now because I feel like a bum. I feel like I'm always open on my show. Like I don't have nothing to hide, but I'm staying with my parents right now because we're selling the house, and so it's like I can't really move on yet. And it's like and even if you meet somebody, like no, baby, you can't come over because you know what I mean. Like it's just I'm at this weird place right now, and it's I'm trying to work through it. There are days, and then there's a lot of debt and stuff like that.
Oh yes, Lord.
Lots of debt
Yes, Lord.
that you incur with this type of thing, trying to split things up, and I'm just a real man. I just take it. Get a debt to me, I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm not fighting over nothing, and so I'm just taking the hit, and it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard on women. I know emotionally. Like women are already emotional, and you talking about somebody come home, you think everything jiggy, and they just like, nah, I don't want to be with you no more.
He didn't say that to me though. I had left him.
You had, yeah. So
I left him, and then we got Douglas, and then when he found out how crazy Douglas is,
right.
He was like, "Oh no, I don't nothing to do with that."
Right. But even to find out like the information that you just shared to even
that
make
was
you
very much so heartbreaking.
Yes.
It was very bad, and then he gets to keep the house because we had got a big home in Flossmoor, so I couldn't stay in the city. So if it wasn't for Douglas letting me stay with him, I'd probably be living with my mom.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Divorce is hard, man. I say if you can stay with your partner, y'all try to work things out, man. If you can.
I just couldn't.
No, I feel you. Because that's hard. That's rough. That's rough. Hey, man. Some of y'all done hung in here, man, because this was so interesting. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody that came through to see Officer Cosby sitting next to me. I'm so happy. I want to thank my homegirl, Dominique. Yeah, come on. Because she done sat over here the whole time. I want to thank you. We had a comedy show on Friday night. Yeah, comedy show on Friday night. Y'all was lit. And when I walked in, Dominique, she gave me a big hug and she was like, yo, I said, man, is Doug out of town? I said, 'cause Doug out of town. I said, okay, cool. And so you was like, you got to meet my homegirl. You said she got to come on. You basically told me she was coming on. I don't even think it was a question whether you asked. You said she came on. Thank you so much. This was so enlightening. Thank you so much because you just let it all out. Thank you for being open and honest about a lot of these things. Hopefully, man, what I try with this show, somebody is healed. Somebody is able to process things a little bit better in your mind. I'm looking out for you, Mr. Doug O'Lake. He said, Smooch says, you better shout me out. Bro, I done shouted you out like 4 times, but you know what? Shout out to Smooch Wallace. Smooch Wallace, yeah, at that comedy show, man. Y'all, Smooch Wallace did his thing. He is hilarious. He's an artist. He does comedy, he sings, he acts. Shout out to my guy, man. We about to get the studio. We really about to act up. Not that we don't already have a studio. Shout out to Heritage Real Estate, but we about to get a new location here soon with a lot of resources. So shout out to my man Smooch Wallace, y'all. We about to do it big. Hey man, V&O, man. Y'all, thank y'all again for coming through.
Yeah.
Where is my? I do this all the time. Why do I do this? There we go.
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up? And most people think I'm insane. Once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about just keeps you a prisoner of your own mind.